Thank you, Roland. My name is Olha Ivanica. I've joined Scorum during the ICO last January, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to see how the Steam community is developing, how our community is developing. So, how do you think, how likely are the following to inspire positive changes in our world? I'm sure some of you will say that's religion, even more will say politics, but let's see what Canvas research conducted in European Union says about that. They state that 5,000 people who were asked are actually sure that sports are much more likely to inspire positive changes than actually politics or religion. Remember this, we will come to it later. I'm sure I cannot surprise you with the idea of a blockchain platform that rewards its users, so whatever. Most of you know about it even more than I actually do. So I will tell you a short story. One day I was talking to one of our users. He is an active Steemian. He joined it from the beginning. And he also joined Scorum from the beginning. And what he was telling is, it's a quote, "I feel like Steemit is my wife that I'm going to spend the entire life with. And Scorum is so young and beautiful. And I think I'm in love again." He's actually French. So he used sexy instead of young and beautiful because they use it everywhere. So what is actually so sexy about Scorum blogging platform? That's a bit more about our ecosystem. First of all, original content. Now we have a plagiarism checker on our platform. Each and every article is checked for uniqueness. That protects the remote proof from the abusers that copy-paste from the internet. The checking process is conducted every time article is published and every time it is edited. User-friendly design. We are really proud of our design and we possess it as one of our key advantages for all our services. And we will talk about it more while talking about betting exchange. Multicultural. We believe that sports are different in every region and state, and creating more than 90 language domains, we give the opportunity for sports fans to share their passion for sports in their native language with a close community. Also, it gives us the advantage of targeting users, and during the advertisement, also we have integrated advertisement platform on the blogging platform and on betting exchange in the future. And flexible approach. For the 5 months of working, we've conducted 5 big updates of blogging platform, each of them including more than 3 new features, and almost all of those features are requested by our community. We do listen what they would like to see, we do listen what they don't like, and we improve. We'll slowly go to the betting exchange. Talking about market potential, numbers will tell much more than I. Total market up for betting and fantasy in 1 year is more than $1 trillion, and that does not include black market bets. Esports industry is developing and is going to develop even more in the short run and in the long run period. The idea of transferring betting exchanges from a traditional one to crypto came up mostly because 2 reasons. Because traditional betting exchanges are too costly, they have high commissions, and also they used to block too successful users and they are centralized. Crypto betting solves these problems partially or completely. However, they have own problems. Most of them are built on Bitcoin or Ethereum blockchain, what makes them slow. Also, they have low volume due to limited adoption, and they lack of live betting because live betting is one of the top priorities for betting funds. Using Griffin framework, we solve all those problems because Griffin framework allows us to have fast transactions. Also, they are free, and due to being fast, it allows us to have live services, so people can do real-time betting. Coming back to design, it's very important in terms of betting, because from the insights of this industry, there are two most important dimensions in this: betting exchanges and bookmakers. And betting exchanges are far more interesting for spot funds than bookmakers. And the main problem with them is very complicated design and UE. And what we do is actually revolutionizing that, creating understandable for every level of better design. Sorry. We've already launched the landing page for the betting exchange. You can check it at scorum.com. You can also subscribe for the emailing to know about the launch one of the first. We will launch the beta version this month. Also, as far as all this is built using the tokens and cryptocurrency, I could not avoid it in my presentation. We've created our ecosystem in such a way so that the SCR token was sustainable and was supported with the real economy. Each currency, including cryptocurrency, is important to have a high utility on Scorum. So people have to have an opportunity to use it somewhere. On Scorum, people can use SCR making bets, playing fantasy sports, in the future buying the tickets for sports events or some sports stuff from our partners and much more. Many of you could say that sports fans are not that much into crypto, and you're actually right. One USSR writer told that football fans can do everything apart from playing football, so they will get into crypto easily. No, I'm kidding. Of course, we are working on that. We are building internal exchange that will allow people to buy SCR or sell it with the most popular cryptocurrencies and even fiat money in the nearest future, same as they would buy something on the eBay using their Visa. And limited supply. We have only 30 million of SCR and Scorum Power issued in total. And it's not a secret that if the supply is stable and demand is growing and greater than supply, the price is going to grow. Coming back to the very first slide, I'd like to say that our world really needs positive changes. And if people believe that it's sports that are going to inspire those changes, then what we are doing has a bright future. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for coming. Thanks for organizers and for Steemit.
Okay, thank you, Olga. We still have time for some questions. Is there anybody who wants to ask a question to Olga? Yeah, you want to ask a question. 1 second, and I'll grab you a microphone so you can actually ask the question. And the people on the live stream will also hear your question. The people on the live stream can then hear your question. Mr. Menno.
You mentioned...
well, I guess... Speak up loud.
Yeah. You mentioned that you guys are looking for a way to also add fiat to Scorum, and I think honestly that's probably like the biggest challenge when it comes out to crypto. And so there's more on and off ramps. How are you guys going to implement that with all the law situations and stuff? It's like something that's going to happen really soon, a year down the. It's like, because how does the roadmap look for that? Because obviously that is something that every single cryptocurrency has a challenge of doing. How do we make something that it's on the gray area law-wise, work and be sustainable, and it's not going to disappear in a couple months because a state says, okay, that's it, we're done. Like, where are you guys on that?
Okay, thank you for your question. First of all, it's not like the closest future because now we are concentrated on the launch of betting platform. We already have internal exchange in terms of people can buy SCR for Ethereum tokens on our platform. With the fiat, as I said, it's not the closest future. Most possibly it will be by the end of the next year, somewhere there. Regarding law, I'm not that much into this question, but I'm sure there are ways and we will cope with that. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
Okay, any more questions?
Was that a question? No, they're talking. I'm sorry. I think that's about it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.